So, 25 years of Java. Wow. I did some checking, and it means that I've been programming in Java for 21 years. God. But I'm not here to talk about Java right now. I'm here to talk about my son, Rowan. He's 5 years old, and it's a lot of fun, especially for some reason if you're a software designer. It's like having a little JVM running around your living room. Unfortunately, you have to get the little JVM to do stuff. And that's where all the trouble starts. You don't know the syntax, you don't know the grammar, and even a little thing can throw a huge runtime exception. So lately I found out he can throw tablet not found exceptions. Now I know it's an IO exception because when he doesn't get his input, he generates a lot of output. He also seems to have a deep urge to be subscribed to, like all reactive programming languages. It feels like I have to be subscribed to all my son's events. And he notifies me excessively. And there's no mute button, I think. So, some of the other things that I notice is that, well, let me give you an example. I thought it would be okay to leave the kids for a minute and go to the bathroom, like you do. I mean, what could possibly go wrong, right? So I run upstairs to the bathroom, and I'm not there for less than 10 seconds when there's a huge crying downstairs. So I run downstairs again. My daughter is crying in the corner, so I ask my son, what happened? He says, she hit her head. Well, that's good information, informative, to the point. Query, answer. So I ask him, really? What did she hit? And she said, her head. He said, her head. Yes, I know, but what did she hit? And he points at her head where the exact spot was. Yes, I repeat myself, but what did she hit? And he looks at me like I'm crazy. And I see him thinking, I just told you she hit her head. I told you twice. And what are you supposed to do? And you're supposed to take me to daycare today. I'm doomed. That's when I realized that sometimes you need more information. And some people complain that it's just boilerplate. Well, to some other people, it isn't. It's context, people. And sometimes you need to find a way what is unnecessary and what is necessary to understand the program, especially from somebody else's point of view. Also, I'd really like to see some empathy for the garbage collector, because if you're a parent, then you know what it feels like to be a garbage collector. For instance, my son is a typical 5-year-old, so I have to clean up his mess, his toys for the main part. And so I was, for example, doing just that, picking up his toys, when he comes up to me and says, Dad, I want to play with you. And I told him, no, I can't, because I'm busy cleaning up your toys. Yes, he said, but I want to play now. So not only am I a garbage collector, but when I do my job, my 5-year-old complains about my performance. Seriously. Now, where have I heard that before? One other thing is, he's a 5-year-old. He's got an excuse to not clean up his toys. He's still young. He'll understand how it works in the future. But we're intelligent adults and we all need garbage collectors? That's a depressing thought. One other thing about garbage collecting. So, one of the things you clean up is dishes. So we were at the table and I think everybody's finished eating. So I grab my son's plate and he says, "No, wait, that's my plate. You can't take my plate." But I say, "Well, I'm sorry, I thought you were finished eating." And he says, "Yes, I am finished eating, so I can take your plate." "No, you can't take my plate. That's my plate." God. Apparently, as a garbage collector, I have to take care of making sure there are no references to the stuff I'm garbage collecting. But then I had an epiphany. My son is brilliant. He doesn't use references, he uses soft references. How cool is that? So, this is how it works. He says, "No, you can't do that, that's my plate." So I mention, "Hey, I see your sister is playing with your cars." He immediately gets up from the table and starts interacting with his sister while I safely can garbage collect his plate. That's how it goes, basically. And it's a lot of fun. One other thing is we needed a new sofa. It's old and I think the word is dilapidated. So we decided to buy a new one and communicated this intention with our children. And our son is, "No, you cannot throw away the blue couch. I love the blue couch." But seriously, the thing was old, it had to go. So we bought new red couch and it got here while he was at school and nothing happened for 3 weeks. In the end, we told him, "Well, we had a new couch for 3 weeks now, and the blue couch is gone, and there's no problem." And he was silent for 2 whole seconds, and I could see him invalidating his cash entry. And then it was, "Oh my God, the blue sofa is gone." And he started crying his eyes out. I never thought something could be so terribly tragic and hilariously funny at the same time. But that's how it goes. So, if you really want to learn about software design, look at your children with a different eye. And sometimes you can really find out what's going on there. So, not only do our kids learn a lot from us, we learn a lot from our kids too. Thank you for your attention and good luck with all the Java stuff. Bye.